Oh, lovely. Let's see why Aaron Rodgers is in. Why is Aaron Rodgers trending? Oh God. Oh, let's. I guess let's watch this real quick. This
That doesn't
God,
come out.
I'm just
End
anticipating
quote.
about
That's
this.
what I said. That's the, then we fast forward to this last week, right? And I said that a lot of people, and I'm quoting myself here, a lot of people, including Jimmy.
I love how on the Chiron it says ayahuasca enthusiast. All I can think of when I think of ayahuasca is Ash versus Evil Dead, the TV show. Him doing ayahuasca with the brujo and seeing eyeballs come out of the brujo's mouth. that's that's all I can think of when I hear that, when I see that.
Kimmel are really hoping that doesn't come out. End quote. That's what I said. That's the entire quote.
No, it's not. That's not all you said. You said that they are anticipating the they are anticipating the list coming out because you were implying that their name was going to be on the list, which it was.
Okay. I was referring to the fact that if there is a list, which again, this hasn't come out yet, this was just
Is this new? If this is new, then the list has come out.
a deposition, right? And there are names on it, then that would be the second time that a soft brain junior college student, wacko, anti vax, anti Semite, purveyor, spreader of misinformation, conspiracy theorist, MAGA, whatever other things have been said by him and other people in the media would be right twice. And
When have you been right the first time? I love when conspiracy theorists say this. When they'll say, "Oh, I've been right about all of these things." Okay, name one. Give me an example. And then they'll do one of three things whenever you call them out on their BS. They'll either say, "Oh, they're right," but or they'll either say, "Oh, they'll give some BS thing saying they'll say some talking point saying about how a certain thing was proven correct," and then when you'll say, "No, that was disproven," they'll say something along the lines of, "Well, that's your opinion." Second, they'll say, "Oh, do your research." They won't give you any actual examples. They'll say, "Do your own research." Yeah, I have done my research, and you're wrong. Or better yet, I don't know which one's better. Do your own research or this one, but they'll say, "Oh, just look around you. Look around you. It's all around you." Again, give me a specific example. It's kind of fun to troll these people, even though it's brain rotting at the same time. I I don't know how people like Luke Beasley do it, but it's entertaining to say the least. Let's put it that way.
let me just say that that is the truth, number one. Number two, I totally understand how serious an allegation of pedophilia would be. So for him to be upset about that, I get it. Did you watch the quote? Because that's exactly what I said. Verbatim what I said on the show. Okay? I'm not stupid enough, even though you think I'm an idiot, and you made a lot of
You are.
comments about my intelligence, but I'm not stupid enough to accuse you of that with absolutely zero evidence, concrete evidence. That's ridiculous. So I'm glad.
That's literally what you did. He's pulling a Trump. He's pulling a Trump where or he's pulling a Nikki Haley. he's pulling just any right wing nut job. Where he'll say one thing, he'll say one thing, he'll say the quiet part out loud. He'll say what he really wants to say. Uh, you know, he'll say what he really wants to say. Oh shit, I didn't put this up, but you can still hear it. But he'll say the quiet part out loud. He'll say what he really wants to say. When he thinks he can get away with it. But then once he's called out on it, once he's called out on it and criticized and he realizes that people are against him, then he'll backtrack and say, "Oh no, that's not what I really meant. That's not what I really meant." Even though it was, but they'll feign ignorance.
And I one of those crimes are heinous, and two, I'm glad you're on the list because those who are on the list, and this is what I think we agree on, that there should be an inquiry into uh, their involvement, especially if they went to the island, and at maximum there should be an investigation into it. So I hope that you'll give the same type of energy to these crimes when they do come out, and the names do come out, and there is an inquiry into it,
They
that you
did
gave
come
to
out though.
others.
I looked. You see the timestamp on the top right corner. This is from today, so you this is this has been the list has come out. So I don't know what he's talking about of when the list comes out.
Subjects that I actually mentioned that you spent a lot of time working on. So I'd like to put this to bed to move forward. I don't understand to just finish this up. I do understand. But I don't understand a Mike Voss comment because he didn't help out either. And I'm going to quote Mike Voss. He said, "Aaron made a dumb and factually incorrect joke about Jimmy Kimmel. It should never have happened. We all realized that in the moment." Mike, you're not helping. You're not
He's not wrong though. Yeah, he's not helping you, and that's all you care about. But he's not wrong.
helping because I just read earlier exactly what I said. So, and this is the game plan of the media, and this is what they do. They try and cancel. It's not.
I love when they always go back to this whole cancel thing, this whole cancel culture conspiracy. It's called consequences for your words and actions, Aaron. If you don't want to be called out if you don't want to be called out for being a fucking doofus, then don't say stupid shit. It's simple as that. I don't get how hard that is. Yeah, it's funny, but it's stupid at the same time.
Not just me. It's no one, just me. I mean, if you look at all the different people who've been censored from the internet especially during COVID, the canceling that went on, the censorship, using the government to try and censor people that happened.
Oh God. I mean, I knew Aaron Rodgers was like balls deep into these conspiracy theories, but it's still hilarious to me hearing him. It's still hilarious to me hearing him. This is the first time I've actually sat down and fully watched some of his BS.
And if that doesn't work, then they go to name calling. I mentioned a lot of the names that I've been called, and they don't stick because I'm not anti-vax. I'm interested in informed consent. And
what do you mean by informed consent? Again, this is the first time I've actually sat down to watch any of his stuff. his conspiracy stuff. So like I don't fully know what he's talking about, but I'm sure it's something stupid.
Things that are in the best interest of my body. I'm not a MAGA. I've never had any affiliation with anybody associated with that movement.
It certainly seems like it, even if you claim you're not. Um, but I mean, even if you claim you're not, it certainly seems like you are. But I mean, maybe you're not. I don't know. Maybe you're just an idiot, but you're not part of the cult. I don't know.
Right? Which is okay if you are, though. Like, there's different.
I love how he says he's not part of MAGA, but then he immediately also says that it doesn't matter if you are or not. Like, huh? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. I just don't get how what? What? Oh, okay. Okay, Aaron. Talking out of two sides of your mouth there.
Different opinions all over the place, right? If you're that's your ideology, that's fine. I'm not a super political person. Okay, do whatever you want. Conspiracy theorists, that's fine, because if you look at the track record of conspiracy theorists in the last few years, they've been right about a lot of things.
Again, and McAfee is too much of an idiot to try to call him out, and he just wants entertainment. But what give me and if you're a conspiracy theorist and you're watching this show, please give me one concrete example of something over the last 5 years or over the last 4 years that has occurred. Please give me one example. I want to hear it. I want to hear one example of something that you can prove without a shadow of a doubt that happened that was a conspiracy theory. Conspiracies are not discovered through conspiracism, through conspiracy theories. They are discovered through investigation and learn and doing investigations and discovering the truth through investigative journalism, not through crackpot theories.
So I don't care about that one. Anti-Semite, that was called. I mean, that's just like, this is their game plan. They use these words to cancel people, and they went and ran with this because it's the crazy anti-vaxxer wacko again, talking about accusing somebody of being a pedophile. Like, of course, this is the game plan that they use. Incorrect, but that's the environment that we're in. There's a lot of people who have been captured by various entities, government entities, whether we're talking about pharmaceutical industrial complex or whether we're just talking about believing that the government has a best interest in mind and we're puppeting various narratives. In the end, if you are not someone whose opinion aligns with the mainstream narrative, this is what they're going to do with you. And it's not me. I'm not a victim. I don't give a shit. Say whatever the hell you want about me. That's fine. Like, the people that know me and love me, you know what I'm all about. My teammates know what I'm all about.
Most inspiring
I don't have,
teammate.
like,
Most
I've
inspiring teammate, by the way. Congratulations. Won an award in the middle of this whole thing from your teammates. Prima donna, obviously.
People puked because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw a guy cry.
But listen,
because you were named the most inspirational teammate.
Should we say?
That was not like joy,
Listen.
tears of joy.
I still, in the end, to sum this up, listen, I still haven't popped a bottle because there hasn't been any list that's come out.
Yes, there has been. See, this is the problem with conspiracy theorists. They will deny evidence that they will deny actual evidence that goes against their conspiracy and say that it's either fake or that evidence doesn't exist or what have you. But then as soon as some BS, because I've seen a list floating around putting all these names that the conspiracists are wanting to be on the list, there's been a list floating around the internet saying, here, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Apparently, I guess someone. Let me see if I can. Let's see if it'll open. Hopefully, yes. Okay. Here, let me. Okay. It's real. It's really, really blurry because it's so tiny. But yeah, this list has been floating around the internet ever since the original the real list came out. The real flight logs came out. And various people have been posting it around, claiming that this is what's really on the list. These are the people that were really involved. But they haven't. They haven't. So yeah. So in reality, the list has come out, but it doesn't support his narrative, so he's claiming that the list hasn't come out yet. That's what conspiracists do. They'll either claim that the real information is fake, or they'll create fake information to advance their conspiracism.
And I'm glad that Jimmy is not on the list. I really am. And
see, you know what's funny about again, conspiracists do this crap all the time. He's speaking out of two sides on his mouth. Literally seconds ago, he said that there wasn't a list that has come out, and he's waiting for the list to come out. But then 2 seconds later, he says he's glad that Jimmy is not on the list. So which one is it, Aaron? Is he not on the list and the list came out, or has the list not come out? Make up your mind.
And I don't think he's the P word. And I think it's impressive that a man who went to Arizona State and has 10 joke writers can read off a prompter. So, my education at JUCO and my 3 semesters at Cal that I'm very proud of has worked out for me, and I'm glad to see it's worked out for him as well. So I wish him the best. Again, I don't give a shit what he says about me.
So that was that. And here's the truth. Here's the simple truth when it comes to that. When it comes to what he said right there, or what he's saying. The only reason why he went back on the Pat McAfee show and was doing this half-hearted, not really even an apology, but just trying to explain away what he said last week, is because the list came out, Jimmy Kimmel was not on it, and Jimmy Kimmel was going to sue his ass. Jimmy Kimmel was going to sue his ass and ruin Aaron Rodgers financially. And Aaron Rodgers is trying to duck and hide behind, some plausible deniability BS. And that's what's happening right now. No, it's as simple as that.